Happy holidays and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a curious little gem, if you can call it that, from the world of holiday horror, Don't Open Till Christmas, released in 1984. This one is an oddity, and not just because it's set in London, which instantly makes it stand out from the more typical American slasher fare. There's something about this movie that's hard to pin down. It's strange, unsettling, and a bit of a mess, but sometimes that's what makes a cult classic worth talking about. So, let's unwrap this bizarre holiday slasher and see what's inside. The film's premise is as weird as it gets. A masked killer is on a festive murder spree, targeting people dressed as Santa Claus. Yep, you heard that right. If you've ever thought Santa needed a little less jolliness and a lot more gore, this movie might be for you. The London setting gives it a unique, gritty edge. There's something about the gray streets and dimly lit pubs that feels different from the snowy small-town settings we're used to seeing in holiday horror. And while that's refreshing, the movie itself, well, let's just say it's far from your typical slasher flick. The characters don't do much to ground the chaos. Kate, played by Belinda Main, is supposed to be the emotional core of the story, but her character doesn't leave much of an impression. Then there's Inspector Harris, portrayed by Edmund Purdom, who also directed part of the film. His performance is, frankly, as stiff as a Christmas tree, and his character feels like he accidentally wandered in from another movie entirely. The rest of the cast, including the unfortunate Santas, exist mainly as fodder for the killer's twisted holiday agenda. But let's be real. No one watches a slasher for the character development. The kills are where this movie tries to shine, and it certainly delivers on quantity, if not quality. We're talking stabbings, strangulations, impalements, and even a Santa getting his penis cut off. Yes, you read that correctly. It's shocking, bizarre, and oddly funny in a "what did I just watch" kind of way. Some deaths are so ridiculous they feel like unintentional comedy, while others attempt to be horrific but fall flat due to a lack of tension. And as for the killer's motives, they're hinted at with a vague backstory, but don't expect any satisfying explanations. It's as scattered as the rest of the movie. What Don't Open Till Christmas does have is atmosphere. The grimy London setting, paired with a constant backdrop of holiday cheer, creates an off-kilter vibe that sticks with you. It's like sipping eggnog that's gone a little sour. Festive, but unsettling. And the movie leans hard into its sleazy side, with a surprising amount of nudity and gratuitous shots that feel more exploitative than artistic. By the time the chaotic ending rolls around, you're left wondering if the filmmakers even knew what they were going for. It's all over the place, and while some moments are entertaining in their sheer absurdity, others just leave you scratching your head. I've watched this movie a few times now, and every time I finish, I struggle to sum up what I've just seen. It's like trying to describe a fever dream. You just have to experience it for yourself. So, who is this movie for? If you're a fan of oddball holiday horror, or you enjoy dissecting messy, low-budget slashers, this one's worth a watch. It's not exactly good, but it's not entirely bad either. It exists in that weird middle ground where camp, gore, and confusion collide. I'd give it a solid 3 out of 5. It's more of a quirky stocking stuffer than a prized gift under the tree, but sometimes that's all you need for a laugh, or a cringe. Alright, that wraps up today's review. Let me know in the comments what you thought of Don't Open Till Christmas. Did it leave you baffled like me, or do you see some hidden brilliance in its madness? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss the next slasher review. See you next time, and stay spooky.